Namaste, welcome. Sabrina here. Just checking in a few minutes early so people have some time to arrive and get set up. Welcome. For class today, we'll need a couple of blocks. And so feel free to put in the comment box your name, how you're doing, just anything you'd like to share. I would like to hear from you. So we'll get started in just a few minutes. If you don't have a couple of blocks, you can always use maybe some books of like an equal setting. So take your time getting set up. We'll get started in just a few. All right, so welcome. Thanks for being here. My name is Sabrina. It's nice to be with you. This is yoga for healthcare workers. It's a free class, so I'm pretty sure you can access it free in the next couple of weeks. If you ever need to return back to it, it's definitely an honor to teach this class. My mom used to be in the healthcare industry, and so I know how hard you all work. So I just want to say thank you so much for the service that you provide for everybody and really helping to keep things afloat during this time. I'm so glad that you're taking this time to take care of yourself, to really ground all of that and nourish yourself through these practices. It's a very stimulating field, I would imagine. And, when things are pretty stimulating, it's kind of the tendency to get into the mind. And that's kind of like where we function from. And so thankfully we have these practices to bring us back into our bodies, to like recalibrate and really return to this peaceful part of ourselves. And from there, that's where really a lot of healing can happen, like a reorganization of our system, we begin to return to like that original aspect of ourselves that's really equanimous and peaceful. And, hopefully, as we practice these practices, we can invite this quality then into, our day-to-day, our moment-to-moment, and hopefully call upon this quality of equanimity and peace even when things get stressful and maybe chaotic, So thanks again for being here. If you have a couple of blocks, I recommend getting them handy, or like a book or two that are in equal widths. And we'll get started. We'll begin by lying down on the back. So just take a moment to get comfortable. And we'll exhale all the air out from the lungs. Take a nice deep breath in and hold it at the top. And feel free to audibly exhale here. Good. Just one more round of that. So a deep breath in, hold it at the top. And let it all go. Just allow the body to completely sink into the earth that holds it. Find a deep, rhythmic belly breath. As you inhale, breathe into the low part of your diaphragm, expanding the belly outwards like a balloon. Exhale, gently release the breath and draw the navel a little closer towards your spine. Inhaling, belly pushes outwards, chest still. Exhale, invite a complete softening of all your tissues. Continue belly breathing for a few more rounds. And as you belly breathe, you might notice the cool air flowing in through the nose and warmer air flowing out the nose. Just you, body, and the breath. This technique is so beautiful because it activates the parasympathetic response. Belly breathing invites these cooling and calming qualities of our nature. So really receive a sense of relaxation, a sense of surrender. Every exhale, an opportunity to let go of any momentum, any anticipation, sinking more deeply into this moment, into your body. Just bring your awareness to the whole body all at once. From the tips of the toes all the way to the crown of your head. Just feel all at once. You might notice your heart beating. Sensations within the body. And then recognize that you're the one who's witnessing. There's the experience of the body, and then there's the one who's having that experience. Bring your left hand to the bottom part of your sternum, your right hand on top. Perhaps you can feel your heartbeat a little more fully. Bring your awareness here to the heart space. To the very core of your being. And allow an intention to surface to your awareness. Perhaps it's a quality you'd like to invite in. In yoga, this is called a sankalpa, and it aligns the mind and the heart to a single aim. Perhaps it's just a single word. Good, and now we'll invite in a few rounds of Brahmari. This is also known as bee humming breath, and it's a little funny. It sounds like a bee, but this is a really potent way to bring us back into our bodies, to really vibrate the density of the tissue so we can become more sensitive, and really inviting in a movement of energy. So it'll happen on the exhale, and it'll go something like this. I'll demo the first round. We'll inhale the breathing. Exhale, high-pitched sound. So we'll do about 5 rounds of this, and if you feel called, close the eyes and really feel all the tissues resonate with your own vibration. So inhale to begin. Last 2 rounds. Notice the silence and sensation. Slowly here, just begin to move the body. So bring a bend into one knee and the other. We'll bring the arms by the sides so you can just graze the heels with your fingertips. We'll flow in and out of the dynamic bridge, set to Bandhasan. So as you inhale, float the hips into the air. Sweep your arms high overhead. And really stretch out through your side bodies as you reach through the fingertips. Exhale, slowly release vertebra by vertebra, arms along by the sides. So inhaling, floating the hips, arms overhead. Hug your thighs energetically towards midline as if you had a brick between them. And exhale, slowly roll down vertebra by vertebra. Inhaling, floating hips, arms sweep. And exhale, just moving and breathing. And we'll do this about one more round. Just linking breath with movement, awareness. And now inhale, float the hips. Keep the arms by the sides, and perhaps you walk the shoulders underneath you and interlace your hands behind your low back. Press your upper arm bones into the earth. Energetically press your shins forward to lift your heart towards your chin, chin away from heart. Stay with your breath. 3 rounds. See where you can soften, maybe in the jaw, the neck. Last round of breath. Good, and then we'll walk the shoulders out, unwind the hands, and as you exhale, slowly release vertebra by vertebra. Good, and then we'll give the knees a little hug to the chest, a little rock side to side. Come to roll to a side using your bicep as a pillow. And then gently press on up and we'll come into tabletop here. So from tabletop, really spread your fingers nice and wide as you bring your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. As you inhale, we'll float the right heel behind us, hip height. Absorb that right quad into the bone and reach back through your big toe mound. We'll shift the weight into the right palm, and as you inhale, float left fingertips forward, thumb to the sky. Take a nice deep breath in here, please. Exhale, knee to elbow, give it a squeeze. 2 more rounds. Inhale, reach. Just synchronizing movement and breath here, really getting present in your body with all the sensations. Last round. Good, and after that 3rd round is complete, we'll release into tabletop and switch it out. Inhale, float left heel behind you, hip height. Dial the pinky toe down towards the earth. We'll shift the weight into left palm, float right fingertips forward, and keep a little micro bend into that left elbow. Inhale, hug that left quad to the bone as you reach back through left big toe mound. Exhale, knee to elbow. Nicely done. 2 more rounds. Good. After that 3rd round is complete, release. Ground the left palm under the face. Inhale, float right fingertips high to the sky and give the wrist a spin in either direction. Shift your gaze down to find neck release. Inhale your breathing. Exhale, thread the needle. Sweep the right arm underneath the left armpit, grounding the shoulder and your temple. Left fingertips crawl forward. Hip shift slightly to the right. Stay with your breath. Notice the contact points of where your body meets the earth. Sensation, the temperature of the air on your skin. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, ground the left palm in front of your face. Inhale, unwind, counter twist. Exhale, we'll switch it out. So ground now, right palm under the face. Inhale, float left fingertips high, give the wrist a spin. And in either direction, we'll shift the gaze down. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, slide the left arm underneath right armpit. Shoulder temple grounds, right fingertips walk forward. Hips shift slightly to the left. Breath full. Breath and awareness, or an anchor for your awareness. It's a tool to bring us into the present moment, where things begin to recalibrate. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, root your right palm in front of your face. Inhale, unwind, counter twist. Exhale, release the hand down. Now we'll shift the knees a few inches behind the plane of the hips. And with the toes curled here, inhale your breathing. As you exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So once you're here, just bring a little bend into your right knee. So you root through the right palm. Straighten right leg, round through left palm, bend left knee. Couple petals, continue. Maybe give the head a gentle stir, yes and no. Really spread your fingers nice and wide. Internally rotate your forearms. Externally rotate your upper arms. So wrapping triceps towards earth. Core is active. Inner thighs reaching back. Good. Take one more deep breath in here. Exhale to the knees. Come into child's pose. Bring big toes together. Press your seat back to your heels, forehead to the earth. If your seat is lifted off of your heels, you can always slide a rolled up blanket behind your hamstrings. Just notice what you feel. Inhale, we'll come into tabletop. Exhale, downward facing. Lifting hips up and back. As you exhale, gaze forward. Walk your feet to your hands. So coming into a standing forward fold Uttanasana at the top of the mat. Keep just a little bend into your knees. You can grab opposite elbows here. Sway the spine a little side to side. Breath is deep. Good. We'll come through center. Inhale. Hands, shins, or thighs halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Let the shoulder blades glide down your back. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, lengthen out as you fold. And then we'll bring a little bend into the knees. Send the left foot back, root the left knee. Feel free to cushion underneath that back knee. And then we'll zip up inner thighs. And you might like to grab those blocks, just have them near you. Inhale, we'll float on up, fingertips towards the sky. So you're energetically drawing thighs towards one another. Stay with your breath. We'll bend the left elbow, capture it with right hand. As you inhale, sweep to the right, so little left side body stretch. Exhale to draw your navel in. Inhale, glide through center, unwind the hands. Exhale, cactus your arms. Integrate the shoulder blades onto the back. Inhale, float back of heart towards the sky. Exhale, release hands down. Grab those blocks if you need them. We'll shift the hips back over the left knee, just straightening the right leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. Flex the right toes back towards your face. So just a little half splits here. Make sure the spine is nice and lengthy so you can inhale halfway lift, just creating space between each one of your vertebrae. Exhale, energetically draw the navel towards your thigh, and it's okay if you round through upper back. Maybe you begin to press on the gas pedal, just getting a nice stretch onto at the top of the right foot, rather. Good, and then we'll slowly bend this front knee. You can bring the blocks in front of you. We'll heel toe the right foot off a few inches. Come onto the knife edge of that right foot and press into the big toe mound. Zip up inner thighs. Maybe you stay here or release forearms onto blocks or the earth. You can stay here or root down through your left forearm or palm. Bend the back knee and sweep the right hand behind to capture the top of your left foot. Just drawing the heel closer towards your glute. Maybe you spin your heart open towards the sky. Left ear heavy towards left shoulder. Release the foot if you have it. And we'll all place the palms to the earth underneath shoulders. Rise on up if you're towards the ground. Heel toe right foot back to center. And with palms planted here, curl the left toes. We'll step back to downward facing dog. And now we'll send the left foot forward, release back knee. Draw inner thighs towards one another, and as you inhale, biceps by ears. Breathe steady, stay in it. And then now we'll bend this right elbow, capture it with left fingers. As you inhale, sweep over to the left. Exhale, hug your navel in. Inhale, glide through center, fingertips reach. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, maybe you float back of heart towards the sky. Exhale, fingertips towards the earth. Grab those blocks if you need them. We'll shift the hips back over now, the right knee. Just straightening that left leg, flexing left toes back towards the face initially. Let the spine be nice and lengthy here. Maybe even inhale for a halfway lift. And then exhale, energetically, navel to thigh. Perhaps you just reach ball of left foot towards the ground. Notice where you can turn tension into relaxation. Good, and then we'll slowly walk the hands forward. Maybe you bring those blocks with you. We'll heel toe the left foot off a few inches. Hands inside of the foot. Come onto the knife edge of that left foot, pressing through left big toe mound. Zip inner thighs, lengthen the spine. And maybe for lizard, you release forearms to the ground or the earth. Your choice. Really keep your focus on your breathing, on sensation, on the space that you can create with your breath. Maybe you stay here, root through right forearm or palm. Bend the right knee and sweep left hand to capture the top of the back foot, just drawing the heel closer towards the glute. Maybe your heart spins open. Let there be a lot of space between the left shoulder and the left ear. Release the foot if you have it. We'll all ground palms under shoulders. Inhale to rise if you're towards the ground, and we'll heel to the left foot through center. With palms planted here, bring your left knee to meet your right. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend your elbows lower to your belly. Ground tops of feet and pubic bone. As you inhale, float the heart forward, Bhujangasana. Let the shoulder blades glide down your back. Energetically track your hands towards you. Good. Exhale to release. Good. And now interlace your hands behind low back. Empty all your air out. As you inhale, float the heart forward. Reach your knuckles back. Back of the neck long. Shoulder blades squeeze together and down. Stay with your breath. One more full round. And exhale, release palms under shoulders. Curl the toes, inhale, plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing, reaching hips up and back. Gaze forward, exhale, feet to hands, Uttanasana, so standing forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands mid shins or thighs. Tailbone extends back, rear end of the skull extends forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive to rise. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, tee your arms, palms to the sky. Exhale, sweep your right arm underneath your left. Garudasana arms, forearms and palms pressed towards one another. You can always bring your hands behind your shoulders if this is a lot of sensation. Let the shoulders kind of melt away from your ears. Feel free to give your head a stir. Maybe bring your gaze up, just feeling into that. Elbows reach towards the sky, and exhale, you can bring them in. Just feel into any micro movements. Good, and then we'll unwind that. Inhale, tee your arms. Exhale, wrap opposite elbow, left under right this time. Forearms, palms press, elbows in line with shoulders initially. Feel free to stir your head. Just kind of feel as you breathe. Really infusing awareness into the body to kind of, cultivate this inner aliveness, this vitality. Good, and then we'll inhale, tee the arms, unwind, and reach fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, interlace hands behind the low back. Inhale, look up, lengthen the front spine, little bend of the knees here. Exhale, hinge the hips as you fold, knuckles ascend towards the sky. If this is too much, feel free to release the grip of your hands. You can give the head a gentle stir, yes and no. Maybe open and close the mouth. Keep your breath flowing. Release the hands to the earth. Good. And then inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. And then once again, inhale, reverse swan dive to rise. Arms sweep high. Exhale, hands to heart. Now inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, grab right wrist with left hand. As you inhale, sweep to the left. Root more deliberately through your right foot. So just coming into a side body stretch here. Maybe you begin to shift the weight into your left foot and hover your right foot off the earth. So I'm mirroring. Really flex through that right foot. Find your gaze, keep it steady, and stay with your breath. And we'll come through center. Grab now the left wrist. Root down more through your left foot. As you inhale, sweep to the right. Stay with your breathing. You can stay here. Maybe you shift the weight into your right foot. Hover left foot off the earth. Flex through that left foot. It's all good if you wobble. Just try again, maybe. And the gaze helps, just keeping it steady as well. This is really grounding to work on our standing balancing postures. Grounding for the mind, the thoughts. Inhale will come through center. Exhale, release hands down by your sides. And we'll bring hands to thighs. Little bend of the knees. Slide your hands down your thighs as you hinge at the hips. Forward fold. Good. And we'll bring a little bend into the knees here. And come onto your seat. And bring the soles of your feet together. Baddha Konasana, or butterfly. You can grab onto the tops of your feet or your big toes with peace fingers, or you can even just bring your hands to the earth behind you and really press into them to find length in your spine. So wherever you're at, if you have your feet, you can begin to fold forward with a nice long spine. Just keep your spine nice and lengthy in all cases. Keep your breath spacious. Few rounds. And then we'll slowly rise on up if you're folded forward. Bring your legs to thighs. Help your legs together. Feet to the earth, knees bent, arms extend overhead, chest is spacious. Slowly, super slow-mo, roll down vertebra by vertebra. So coming down to the back. Take a nice full body stretch as you sweep your arms overhead. Take an inhale, hold the breath at the top. As you wait on the breath, relax physical tension, mental, emotional tension, soften. And then very slowly exhale. T or cactus your arms. Just notice what you feel. Let the presence of sensation deepen your awareness of the present moment. We'll bend the knees here, feet to the earth. A little supine twist here. So with the arms still at a T or cactus, you'll shift your hips to the right. About 5 inches. Hover your thighs in towards your chest and then over to the left. Gaze right. Deep belly breaths. Notice that you're the one watching the breath, watching sensation. There's always that stillness that we can return to, even in the movement. The stillness of the observer. Inhale, lift your knees and your gaze, center your hips. And shift your hips to the left now, about 5 inches. Thighs towards the chest and over to the right. Gaze left. Deep belly breaths. When we really shape the breath to have a slow, equanimous, calm quality to it, we invite those same qualities into the mind. So the breath is such a beautiful tool we have with us everywhere we go to regulate our nervous system, to bring us back to a sense of balance, calm. Inhale, lift your knees and your gaze, center your hips. And then on your back here, just grab your block candy if you have it. We'll come into legs at the wall. So with knees bent, you'll inhale, float your hips into the air. Place a block or maybe a book underneath your sacrum. We'll just extend the legs here, feet to the bottom corners of the mat. Walk your shoulders underneath you a little bit. If you have any sensitivities in the low back, you can always just bend the knees. Breathe deeply into the space that holds your body. And then we'll bend the knees here. Lift one foot off the ground and the other. We'll come into legs up the wall or Viparita Krani Mudra. So just extend the legs, heels to the sky, ankles over hips, feet flexed. This is such a really potent pose for balancing the energies of our system as well. On a physical level, it helps to release any stagnant blood from the legs, the feet. So if you stand a lot, you're on your feet, this is super great. If you have 5 minutes a day for yoga, I would recommend 5 minutes of this. Super grounding and restabilizing as well. Take a few more breaths. And then slowly here, bend the knees, release one foot and the other. Inhale, lift your hips, remove the block. Slowly roll the spine down. And we'll give the knees a hug to the chest. Lift your forehead to your knees if it feels okay for your neck, and inhale your breathing. Exhale, release the head down and extend your legs long, so just lying all the way down for our final resting posture, corpse pose, Shavasana. Get comfortable. If you'd like a blanket across the body, that can be helpful. We'll rest here for a few minutes to allow everything to integrate. Let the body soften into the support that holds it. Feel your whole body weighted, becoming super heavy, like sand. Allow yourself to abide in presence. Where we call back our consciousness to this moment fully. And through this, cultivate vitality. Now just gently notice how you feel. Notice your breathing. As the body breathes naturally. And begin to deepen your breath as you're ready. Aware of the whole body all at once as you breathe. Allow the whole body to receive the nourishment of your breath. And as you're ready, just gradually take your time re-emerging into your body with some subtle movement. You can stir the toes and the fingers. Perhaps roll the ankles, wrists. Maybe rock the head a little side to side. And perhaps a full body stretch, reaching arms high overhead. And we'll give the knees a hug to the chest. Come to roll to your non-dominant side, using the bicep as a pillow. Just a moment to notice this space of transition. Integrating this presence. Just slowly press on up and find a comfortable seated position. Keep a soft gaze or close the eyes. Gently bring your hands together in front of your heart. And once again, just bring your awareness back to your intention. Feel it seed itself into the depths of your heart space, where it's watered through this presence, through being here now. Just gently bow your head to your heart, giving gratitude for that pulse that brings you to your practice, that brings you to self-care. Thank you all so much for taking this time for yourself. Namaste. So thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate having you. Again, my name is Sabrina, so it's been really great to be with you all virtually. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and continue to take the time for yourself to ground and recalibrate and self-nourish. Thank you all so much. Peace.